Alright, so in the last video, we went over on the best settings for your G85 to get the best video quality and also the best cinematic settings. But on today's video, we're going to be going over on the best settings for your G7 to get the best video quality and also the best cinematic settings for your G7. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's go to the menu. And then as you can see for my photo style, some of these settings are going to be similar to my G85 settings because the G85 and also the G7 have kind of like the same settings when it comes to profiles and settings and stuff like that. So for the photo style, as you can see, I choose Cinelike D. Now the reason why I shoot in Cinelike D is because this is a flat picture profile, which basically allows me to color grade in post, so I can tweak the colors and make the footage a certain way that I want. So as you can see, for the contrast, I have set mine to -2. For the sharpness, I have set mine to -5. Now you guys really need to turn down the sharpness all the way down, even if you have like a Sony or whatever camera you have, because the in-camera sharpness just looks terrible on any camera. I recommend you guys, if you guys really do need to add sharpness, do it in post, because the in-camera sharpness just looks terrible and I don't recommend adding it in camera. And then as you can see, for the noise reduction, I have set mine to 0. The saturation, I have set mine to -2. And then if you guys don't want to shoot in Cinelike D, another great option, or two options that you guys can use, is standard and also natural, because these two profiles are going to give you guys the best look straight out of the camera, so you don't have to color grade your video if you are shooting in natural and also standard, because these two profiles, like I said, are going to give you the best colors straight out of the camera. And Panasonic color science is really good, so definitely if you guys are not going to be shooting Cinelike D, shoot standard or natural. But once you have your settings set, click here at the bottom where it says set, and that's that. Now as you can see, for the filter settings, I have set mine to no effect. The snap movie set to off. The record format, I have set mine to MP4, because MP4 just works the best for me for my PC, because the footage doesn't lag or anything while editing, and it's also a very well known format, so I choose MP4. Now for the record quality, as you can see, I shoot in 3840 by 2160 at 24 frames per second in 4K. So this right here is going to give you the best cinematic look in your videos because it's in 24 frames at the highest resolution, which is in 4K. Now let's go to 2/5. As you can see, for the exposure mode, I choose manual because I want to fully manually control the camera, so I choose manual. And then for the continuous autofocus, I have set mine to off because the Panasonic cameras have very terrible autofocus, so you know there's no point of having it on, so I choose off. And then for the metering mode, I have set mine to the third one, this one right here. And then 3/5, the highlight shadow, I don't mess with that. I also don't mess with the dynamic, I have set mine to off. The eye resolution, I have set mine to high, or you can choose a standard, it doesn't really matter, but I just have mine set to off. The fraction composition, I have set mine to off. And then the luminance level, I have set mine to 16 to 255. Now let's go to 4/5. As you can see, the X telephoto converter, I have set mine to off. So if you guys don't know what telephoto converter is, so let's say if you are using like a 50mm lens on your G7, and when having telephoto converter on, this basically is going to give you like a tighter look. So when using like a 50mm lens, it's going to give you like a 85 or 100mm lens when having telephoto converter on. So it depends if I want to get that tighter look, I have it on or off. But I just have it on when I don't want to get like a tighter look. Now for the digital zoom, as you can see, I have mine set to off. The silent operation set to on. The mic level adjustment, I have set mine to 0 decibels. The mic level limiter, I have set mine to off. The wind noise canceller to standard, because I found that that one works the best. So now that we went over the movie settings mode, now let's go to the settings C mode right here. So as you can see right here, 1/9, you have custom set memory. So this right here is if you want to set custom presets. So for example, if you want C2 to do let's say 60 frames per second in 1080p, you can assign C2 to do that, and then you can also assign C3 to also do a different resolution or a different preset that you want. So that's pretty cool. So on my G7, I don't have custom set presets, but you can also set them here. So that's that. Now as you can see, the silence mode, I have it set to off. The AF/AE lock, I have set mine to on. And then the shutter autofocus, I have set mine to off. Now let's go to 2/9, and as you can see, the half press release, I have set mine to off. Quick autofocus off. Eye sensor autofocus on. And then the pinpoint autofocus time set to mid. Pinpoint autofocus display set to this one right here, the bottom one. And then now let's go to 3/9. As you can see, the autofocus assist I have set to on. Direct focus area off. Focus / release priority I have set to focus. Autofocus plus manual focus I have set to off because I only use manual focus with this camera, because like I said, I don't use autofocus with Panasonic cameras. Manual focus assist I have set mine to this one, the second one to focus. And then now let's go to 4/9, and then manual focus assist display I have mine set to full. Manual focus guide I have set mine to off. Peaking I have set mine to on, because peaking is very important, because peaking is basically, it tells you what's in focus and what's not in focus. So whatever it's in focus is gonna pretty much highlight in green or whatever color you want. And then to set the color, you go here where it says set, and then you can set the display color. I have mine set to green because, like I said on my other G85 video, green just looks better in my opinion. And then the detect level I have set mine to high. Now the histogram I have set mine to off, but it can come in very handy because it basically tells you what's over and underexposed. And then the guidelines I have set mine to off. Now let's go to 5/9, and the center mark I have set mine to off. Highlight set to off. Zero pattern I have it off, but sometimes I have it on because zero pattern can come in very handy, because it can tell you what's like what part of your image is overexposed and underexposed, which can come in very handy, especially if you guys are shooting outdoors on a very bright sunny day. As you can see, the monochrome live view I have set mine to off, the constant preview on. And then now let's go to 6/9. The expo meter I have set mine to off. LVF display set to, I have mine set to the bottom one, this one right here. And then the monitor display style I have set to the bottom as well. The monitor info display I have set mine to off. Now let's go to 7/9, and for these settings right here, I don't really mess with them. I have them set to default. Now that's that. Now when it comes to the settings right here, these are pretty much self-explanatory settings, so these don't really need an explanation, or there's no need for me to show you guys what these settings do, because they're pretty much self-explanatory. I just went over the most important settings, which in my opinion, the most important settings are in the movie mode and also the settings C settings. But yeah, that's pretty much all the settings that I use for my G7. Like I said, these settings right here don't really need an explanation, because all these settings right here are self-explanatory. So depending whether you guys want to change them to whatever your needs are, you know, they don't need an explanation, or there's not a certain way to have these settings. It's all up to you. But yeah guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Also let me know down below in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see on this channel, and also leave a like if this video helped you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, like I said, leave a like, comment down below if you guys have any feedback. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.